Hey everybody, Andrew Ames' Golf Academy. Welcome as always, thanks for watching the video, much appreciated. Continuing in the series on the new Mizuno JPX 900 launch, I've already done videos on the Tour iron, the forged iron and the hot metal, so if you haven't seen those, check those out. What I wanted to talk to you about today is some of the different shaft offerings that Mizuno are allowing this year. They've got this fantastic policy in the UK, and I think it's the same out in the States and wherever you might be in the world, that it's a one price. No matter what shaft you go for, be it steel or graphite, or if you upgrade your grips to multi-compounds, it's all one price. So you don't pay an upcharge dependent on certain shafts. We know that other manufacturers may charge an extra $10, $15, £10, £15 for a specific shaft. So loads of shafts in the new offerings here from Mizuno, and the one I want to talk about today is the Project X LZ shaft. Now this shaft has been out a little while, but it's the first time that I've actually seen it. It's been used on tour for quite some time and has had great success. I guess still the two big shafts out there on the tours are Dynamic Gold. It's still used a lot, and the Project X is still used an awful lot. We've got KBS's and other shafts available, but Project X has been around for a while now. So the LZ stands for loading zone, and we've got a little bit of the shaft I've got fitted here to a 900 forged 6 iron is a 6.0 120 gram shaft. So the 6.0 kind of signifies stiffness. To put that into more easy to understand context, the 5.0 would kind of equate to a regular flex, 5.5 sort of firmish, firm regular, if that's a good description, 6.0 stiff, and then we move up into 6.5, 7.0. Some of the tour players are using very stiff shafts. A little bit about what's going on in this shaft. What it's got is it's got a reinforced tip and a reinforced butt end. Okay, and what this does is it creates a midsection, so let's call this the midsection, which is a little bit more active. This allows the shaft to load more, so load, trying to kind of transfer energy into the shaft, which obviously transfers into the head. It's got a series of small micro tapers. You might not pick this up on the camera because it's very hard to see, but it's got a lot of little micro tapers running down here. And what this does into the midsection, this enhances the loading zone. So this is all about how we get the shaft to load up. It's a mid-launch angle shaft, and it's got a fairly flat apex, it says in their spec. So for me, a mid-launch angle shaft creates a fairly flat ball flight and difficult for me to sort of flight it properly. I'm a very low ball launcher, and I really should be using a shaft which gets the ball up in the air, a little bit more backspin. So I hit some shots with this. It felt great. I mean, all modern shafts to me feel pretty good, I've got to be honest. Can I tell the difference between shaft to shaft? Yeah, a little bit. I can certainly feel differences in shafts, obviously in terms of weight and flex. The numbers here, which I've got, are quite interesting. I tried to hit a variety of shots, and I tried to mix the club speeds up a little bit. I've got shots here ranging from 85 miles an hour all the way up to 91 miles an hour. And I tried to hit some shots where I was coming at it from the inside, trying to hit some big draws. I tried to hit a couple where I was swinging the club a little bit more out to in, trying to hold face off a bit, trying to hit a high fade, which for me is a very difficult shot to hit. So I was trying to mix it up. And what I noticed here was some pretty low backspin rates. I did the test with a Titleist Pro V1, and the spin rates here for a 6 iron are pretty low for me. You know, coming in at 4150, highest I got was where I was trying to hit one off the back foot a little bit. I got it up to just shy of 5,000, so I averaged 4610 total backspin on that. Now, you've got to remember, I'm a very low ball launcher. I don't tend to put much loft on the club. In fact, I tend to de-loft the club at impact. So my launch angles here, you know, I struggle to get much more above 17, 18 degrees with a 7 iron. So I do launch it quite low, which will obviously affect the backspin rate. So this is just me personally, and everyone's a little different, aren't they? Carry distances were interesting. I'm not paying any attention to run out distances. I had two at 169. Those were sort of the slightly slower club speeds, as you can see. The biggest one I had was when I swung it at 91 miles an hour. I got a 182 carry. Let's show you that one just so you can see the ball flight of that. Let's see if I can get a little replay on that. So this was the one which I swung at 91 miles an hour. Pretty nice high draw for me. Pitched about 4 yards left of target. I got a 182 carry there from 91 miles an hour of club speed. So the great thing with Mizuno this year is they've got a brand new fitting system, their performance fitting system. I'm going to do a video specifically on that. They've changed the software around it. It's a lot more detailed now, and I've done a video before on Mizuno Swing DNA system, which I'll tell you a bit about again. Basically, it's a fitting shaft which will track club speed and 4 other parameters. We put it into the software. 3 swings later, it comes back with some shaft recommendations. They've gone into that in a lot more detail. It's very good, so I will do a specific video on that. But I just wanted to do some quick videos, just talking you through the new shafts. We're going to do the other ones a little bit later if we get a chance. So this one was the Project X LZ. As always, go and get a fitting. I know you think, here he goes again. He's a broken record here, but because there are so many shaft options available, you've got to go and get a fitting from someone who knows what they're doing, who understands a little bit about shafts. You've got to get on a launch monitor, folks. If you're trying to do this on a driving range or on a practice range without a launch monitor, well, you might as well just, it's like sticking a pin in a donkey's tail. It's complete guesswork. You're not going to see numbers. You've got to see numbers. You've got to see club speed. You've got to see spin rates, you've got to see launch angles, you've got to look at dispersion, you've got to look at carry distances, blah 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 blah. A lot going on these days in club fitting, and launch monitors have made the job of fitting for me a lot easier, a lot more accurate. So lots of shaft options, that's one to look at. Lots more coming up. Thanks for watching. Post comments down below if anyone's experienced this shaft, the Project X LZ. Love to hear what you think about it. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so. It's great to do these videos. I do enjoy doing them. I like to hear your comments, good or bad. So great. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.